Welcome to day 2 of Unleash Your Money Maven, Unleash Your Inner Money Maven. And yesterday we took some time out to just sit down and be quiet and make a journal list of, what we thought some of our money blocks were. And you guys did an amazing job. So congratulations. This work isn't easy because our money is so tied to our emotions, to our stress system. And when we're carrying hidden money blocks, it's running our current reality as it relates to us going out and creating business, attracting clients, attracting cash. So what we're doing this week is really just becoming really aware of where we're blocked. So yesterday you made a list, and again, congratulations. Money's not easy. I'm not smart enough. What will my family think if I make a lot of money? Maybe nobody in your family's made the type of money you want to aim for making. So those were beliefs that were fairly on the surface. So they were conscious. Now we're going to go and we're going to dig a little deeper. And I just want to remind you, when we do go down into the unconscious and we start bringing up things, it may get a bit emotional, and I'm going to do a tapping script and a tapping video after this one, so you can start tapping every day to start reducing the stress response as it relates to your emotions around money. So we want to unhook the emotions from the topic of money so that you can make clear decisions, be inspired, and start feeling a little bit lighter around this. So for the next couple of days, what we're going to do is we're going to create a bit of a money map. And this is really a part of what I do in my 8-week program, the Tapping into Wealth program that I'm certified with in Margaret Lynch. So we're going to create a money map. And so today what I would like you to do is just to grab a piece of paper, and we're going to look at savings. Now, savings, I'm not talking about your long-term savings. I'm talking about, what do you have in your savings account for short-term, for emergencies? If something were to go wrong, do you have money in your savings account that could get you by for the next 3 to 6 months? And write down that number. And even if it's 0, just put a 0. And I want you to just sit down and tap into your body. Okay, because this is really an inward journey. And I want you to write down what feelings come up for you. What 2 main feelings come up for you when you actually look at that number. Okay? So a lot of those feelings would be fear, sadness, anger. Maybe anger because you don't have money in your savings account. So just purge that all on your list. Put that on your paper. And then I want you to write down what is the main thing that comes to mind. What are you saying to yourself when you're looking at that savings? Again, something that most people come up with is, it's not enough. It's never going to be enough. Why don't I have money in my savings account? And the third thing I want you to do is, when you look at your savings account, once you've done your feelings around it, and I mean, fear feelings, whatever that is for you, is what is the critical talk in your head? And then I want you to go back and think about, was there anything that has happened to you in your past that you can remember that resulted in you maybe not having savings today? Some sort of traumatic event, a loss, a divorce, something that just sort of knocked you off your financial plan, and you lost that money, you had to give it up to something. And then journal about that, get all that out on paper. And once that's done, the final thing is, look at the savings amount, and I want you to finish the sentence. This means I'm blank. So what are you feeling about yourself when you look at the number, when you come up with the feelings and the self-talk and the emotions and things like that, when you think back on that? This means I'm not enough, not worthy, not good enough. What comes up for you? And again, I want you to purge on that. Just write it all down. And then give yourself a moment of compassion. Because again, we're operating on an old operating system. We're operating on beliefs and things that have been implanted in us, inserted in us at more than likely a very early age, or during an event that was traumatic. And you didn't know back then what you know now. So the version of you then and the version of you now are two different people. So what I would like you to do next is to take that version of yourself that's feeling bad about yourself, and the version of yourself, I know who you are, that strong, confident person who takes charge, who knows what to do, but is being held back a little bit by this person. And I want you to ask the person that's not feeling so good, that version of you that's not feeling so good, just ask them, what do you need from me? What do you need from me to feel more confident, to feel more safe and secure? So we're shining a light on a piece of yourself you don't like, perhaps. We call this your shadow side. It's not bad. It's just a side of ourselves that we don't like to deal with because it doesn't feel good. And that part of ourselves, that could be the little girl part of ourselves, or the younger woman part of ourselves, or boy or man, that just needs a little bit of attention. So ask them, what do you need? How can I help? And write down what that is. And then I want the confident version of yourself, the one that is powerful. And I want you to speak to the version of yourself that isn't feeling so strong right now. And what do you want to say to that person? So we're healing here. We're healing parts of ourselves that haven't had a lot of attention and love. And it's quite amazing when you open up your heart and shine a light on the versions of ourselves, the pieces of ourselves that aren't confident, the versions of ourselves we don't like. When we give them just that little bit of attention, how they blossom, how they heal, how they can now become a whole. So that is your task for today. And again, share your findings on the Facebook page so we can all learn from them. And again, I'm going to take what you're putting down there and create a tapping script that will encompass all of that. And the next video I'm going to do here is just a little bit about tapping, and we'll do a little bit of tapping on that. So put down your feedback. If it's too emotional and you don't want to put it out there to the group, you can always send me a private message as well. So I'm hoping you're having an amazing day, and we will see you on Facebook. Bye for now.